Hello everyone, welcome to Git commands tutorial part 7. In this tutorial we will talk about merge conflicts or rebase conflicts, and we'll see what are these and how we can resolve these conflicts. So first we need to know what is merge conflicts. Let's assume that we have a main branch and we have an application called hello world, and then we change this application to do hello dog, and that's our main branch. But some other people on a different branch, they were doing some parallel development and they added hello cat. And when they want to merge it back or rebase it back to the main branch, boom, we'll have some conflicts. And this is the time that we have three options. First, we accept their changes. Basically, we're saying, I don't need my changes. You were right. We can just use only your changes. This is for the time that you want to disregard your changes. Or we can just say, no, my change is better than yours and I will keep my change, and hello cat is much better. So I will disregard your change and your change will be garbaged, and my change will be the only one that stays on the main branch. And that's the second option. But the third option, which is more useful, is we can come up with the combined solution. We can just say both hello cat and dog. So this way I will have my change, you will have your change, and it's kind of like combined changes. And that's what we will learn. Okay, let's talk about rebase conflicts. I have two branches, a main branch and develop branch, and I have some changes in my develop branch that I want to have those changes into my main branch. So I can simply do git rebase develop to see my changes. But as soon as I send this command, it goes to some weird state and it says auto merge is basically has some conflict. So as you can see this, you know that there are some conflicts. It means that it cannot have these two changes into two branches automatically merged together. So it shows you the file name and it shows that you have conflicts, and it shows you some commands that you might want to take a look. The first command says that do you want to continue with the state, which you don't want to do because it's in a middle stage that you have to first resolve the conflicts, or you want to get rid of this stage or basically undo what you have done. So by undo I mean that before sending this command. So if you want to because if you look at the files that has conflicts, you will see something like this and you have not done this change, and you might get some confusion. What is this head mean? Why it changed my file? And if you got confused, there is an undo command that it's suggested right here. It says git rebase abort. You can send this command and it will go back to the previous state that you have not sent this command, which was git rebase. So this is the undo command that we should know. If at any stage of git conflicts, you can just go back and rebase abort. Okay, now if we actually want to resolve the conflicts, I will send the command again, git rebase develop, and it will show the same status here. Now in order to see what file I'm doing the conflicts resolve inside of the WebStorm. Each dev tool has a different way of resolving conflicts, but I will show you how you can do it from WebStorm. So basically in order to see what files have some changes, any file that you have on WebStorm, if you right click on it, it will give you the git option here, and you can just find resolve conflicts from here. So if you click on this resolve conflicts, it will open another window that shows you what files has conflicts. So there are three options here, which we will not go through these two, because basically it says accept yours. It means that you just want your changes. This is for the time that you want to make sure that only your change is applied and you will disregard their changes. You don't want to do that if you want to keep both changes. And the second one is that if you want to throw away your changes and basically have their changes, which most of the case that you don't want to do that, basically you want to have both their change and your change together. And that's why I was going to the third option. And when I open the third option, it will show me something like this. And as you can see on this screen, it basically says this is the left side and this is the right side. And what do we have on the left hand side? On the left hand side, it shows that this is the things that on the main branch, which we are currently on, and these are the changes that are on the develop branch. So it says you can throw away these items, or you can throw away these items, or you can merge them together. So I have to manually check which one I want to keep, because they're exactly the opposite. So I'll double check these changes, and I see that I have some changes here and comparing to here. So I want to have these changes. So I clicked on that arrow, and it basically shows what will be the final change here. So I'll compare it with here and compare the left and right hand side, the middle side, sorry. And let's see what we see here. I have some explanation. Definitely I want to keep this one, because as you can see here, it doesn't have any explanation. Rebase a branch. It doesn't have this part. It's highlighted here that says it's better to have this one. And then I have more explanation here. So I have this one. Then definitely I want to keep the middle one, which was the right one. So I can just simply click on this X button that I see here, and now it says all changes have been processed, and it means that we can apply it. And now this is the next command. Since I resolve all of the conflicts, if I go to the readme file, there is no weird state here that shows head or something, because we resolved all of the conflicts. And we can just say, we can use the other commands that it was suggesting here. Git rebase continue, and it continued. It says successfully rebase updated. And I can now git push --force. Okay, now let's try merge conflicts. So I have some changes on develop branch, and I want to have those changes on main branch. So this is how we can merge. We learned it before. Git merge develop. And it shows that there are some conflicts on this file, readme file. So again, the same way that we did for rebase, we can just right click on the any file, and then from that menu we can select git, and from this menu we can just click resolve conflicts, and it shows all of the conflicts that we have on these source file. And as you can see, we can select this. I explained what is accept yours, accept theirs, but mostly we use merge. In this case, it shows 3 views again. So if I want to make it a little bit bigger, basically it shows that on the main branch, as it shows on top, I have these changes. On the develop branch, I have these changes. And this is the end result that I will have at the end. So let's look at each other. On the left hand side, which is main, I want all of the changes. When I look at it, I see it shows that tutorial resolve tutorial number 7. I have the same thing on the right hand side, so these 2 lines are fine. But if you notice that the title of this one on the right hand side, it says resolve merge conflicts, which is a little bit different from the left hand side, resolve rebase conflicts. So how can I do to have both of them? Basically I can just use this function, this button, to move all of the changes that I have here into the result. And now I have all of the left hand side changes, but I have to manually add the right hand side. What is left from the right hand side? Basically this part is left, because this part is the same as here what we have on the left hand side. So only I have to copy paste this part. So let me copy paste this from here, copy, and I can paste it at the end like this, and this will be the end result. So once I'm done, I can just say, okay, so you can disregard this by clicking X button since I manually fixed it. And as soon as I manually fix it, this message will show up that all changes have been processed. So now I can click apply at the bottom, and it will apply the changes. So now I can just do git commit, and it will show me my commit message. Basically, this is the merge commit. That's what Git will add once we try to merge. Since we don't want to change anything on the commit message, I will hit escape and colon WQ, and then we can do git push. And that's how we can resolve the conflicts here. As I said, different tools has different views, but most of them will look like this, and you can use a tool in order to resolve the conflicts, because it's a little bit tricky when you want to just do it from the command or from the view, since you saw that it was showing some head and it was not very intuitive to resolve it by just text editor. You need some tools. People I see that they're using SourceTree, GitTortoise, and all of this stuff, but I use WebStorm. That's how we can resolve the merge conflicts, both for merge and for rebase. Till next time.